You're watching Fox 4 Morning News. News with Miriam Zamorano and Chris Shaw. Storm Shield weather with Danny Beckstrom. And on-time traffic with Stephanie Summers. Fox 4 Morning News.
All right, 5:30 as you wake up this morning, we are following the massive wildfire in Collier County. This is brand new drone video a viewer sent us overnight. Right now, officials say it's 6,000 acres in size and it's 30% contained. Investigators say the cause of the fire still under investigation.
We hate to see this. 2 homes have been destroyed in the fire, one on Benfield Road and one on LaBeouf's Road. These 2 roads are in the fire zone highlighted in red on your screen. Now that is the exact place where this fire is, east of Collier Boulevard into the Picayune Strand State Forest, south of Alligator Alley and north of Sable Palm Boulevard.
And we have team coverage. We are covering this from every angle with our crews on the scene and through weather and traffic. First, right now, we're going to start with 4 in Your Corner's Malcolm Johnson, who's live in Naples and has been monitoring this fire all night long. Malcolm, what are you seeing?
Hey, good morning, Miriam and Chris. Right now, we are reporting outside of the Collier County landfill. It's, as I said earlier today, just one of the few places that we are actually able to access in which we can show our viewers a little bit of what things are looking like here this morning. We are now beginning to be able to actually smell some of this fire. It seems to be rising in the area that we are. This is just along I-75, actually parallel to it. And if you look, you can see that there's kind of this orange glow that the sky has right now, and you might be able to make out some of the smoke that is just hovering over some of these trees as well. From a distance, it looks like a campfire of sorts, but we know that it's much more than that, as more than 3,000 acres, 6,000 acres has been torched as a result of this massive fire that is taking place here at the Picayune State Park. And over in this direction, you can see some of the spot fires that are popping up here. Again, we are just parallel to Interstate 75, and where we are, this portion of the road has been shut down to all residents and anyone else who is trying to use it that is not involved and included within emergency personnel. We know that I-75 has been shut down in between exit 80, that being State Road 29, and exit 105, Golden Gate Parkway. And we intended, or we at least anticipate, that the road will be shut down for a pretty long period of time throughout the remainder of the morning. Let's take a look at some of the drone video that we've got. A really cool video just to give you guys an idea as to how bad things have been over the last couple of hours. There's some updates that we're going to want to give you all throughout the remainder of the morning, so you're going to want to stay in tune with Fox 4 throughout the morning, especially when it comes to school openings later on and the severity of the fire that we're seeing right here. We have seen crews assess some of the damage that has taken place along this portion of the state park. We're going to stay on top of it and continue to provide you all with updates throughout the morning. For now, we are live reporting here in Collier County. I'm Malcolm Johnson, Fox 4 in your corner.
Malcolm, thank you very much. Boy, that drone video really gives you perspective as to how large this fire is, what those firefighters are up against right now, about 120 of them. And Danny, they need some good news from weather right now.
They do. For the past couple of days, they've been battling both the fire and Mother Nature, but I think the forecast is finally going to start to cooperate a little bit more. Do you want to give you a heads up that dense smoke advisory still in effect in Collier County until 7 o'clock this morning. Visibility definitely an issue as you head out the door. Wind speeds right now, calm. This is the best news that I could give you. It's been very gusty for the past couple of days. Today, those wind speeds really settle down, which certainly will be helpful for those firefighters. Storm Shield 4 Doppler radar not picking up on anything, so we're not really expecting significant rain chances today. Temperatures this morning starting cool but comfortable. Light jacket as you head out the door, probably helpful. As we head into today, winds decrease, temperatures up a degree or 2 with a very slim rain chance as we head into this afternoon and this evening. So I'll break that down further coming up in a few minutes.
Okay, Danny, on top of everything else, this fire is having a huge impact on travel in Southwest Florida. I-75 closed right now in both directions from Golden Gate Parkway to mile marker 80. That's a total of 25 miles of the interstate shut down right now. Also parts of Collier Boulevard shut down right now as well. So you need to know this before you head out the door this morning. On top of everything else, this is going to create some traffic issues for you. And let's take a look at a brand new picture FHP just sent into our newsroom within the last few minutes. Right now, Alligator Alley is shut down between State Road 29 and Golden Gate Parkway. That's where we find 4 in Your Corner's Isabel Rosales, who's monitoring the conditions out there. Isabel, what can you tell us?
I just got done speaking with a public information officer here for the Florida Highway Patrol who tells me they have checked the visibility here and have made the determination to keep this portion of the highway closed for the rest of the day. In fact, take a look right over here. This is as close as we can get. Troopers blocking off the area, blocking off drivers from going further south, making them reroute over into exit 105. And while the sun is not out, you can't really see the smoke quite yet. You can definitely smell it in the air. The Florida Highway Patrol says if you must drive, you're going to need to find that alternate route. Anyone driving in smoky conditions should follow proper precautions, including slowing down, using your windshield wipers, and turning on your low beams. Also happening here in less than an hour, Collier County schools will make their own determination on whether to keep schools open today. We'll, of course, bring you any developments. Live in Collier County, I'm Isabel Rosales, Fox 4 in your corner.
Okay, thank you very much, Isabel, for that update. And right now, there is an evacuation order in place for the Club Naples RV Park, Panther Walk RV Park, and the horse stables in the Picayune Strand State Forest. A shelter is set up at the Golden Gate Community Center on Golden Gate Parkway in Naples. And another big question a lot of parents have been asking us is, will Collier County schools still be open? Isabel just addressing that then. The district says it will announce its decision by 6 a.m. So we'll let you know the second we hear about anything there. Of course, once we get that information, we'll keep you updated also online too, since I know a lot of you maybe have to get out the door even earlier than that. Now, if you live in Collier County, if you have any questions related to the fire, Collier County Emergency Services has a hotline open. It's right there on your screen. It's 239-252-8444.
The Florida Forestry Service is releasing their fire danger forecast for today. They say Charlotte, Lee, and Glades are at high risk for new brush fires today. Meanwhile, Collier and Hendry counties are at moderate risks. Again, these are only forecasts. And one of the challenges crews face when fighting fires are shifting winds. According to the latest release from the Forestry Service, that has also been a concern here. You can see on the map the two directions the fire has spread thanks to shifting winds over the past 2 days, with breezes yesterday shifting the wildfire 6 miles closer to Naples.
All right, we're hoping for some better news when it comes to the winds and humidity and things like that. Danny, what can you tell us?
Good news all around. Now, not going to influence or help significantly, but it's better than what we've seen for the past couple of days, which has been hurting the fire conditions. Yeah. We'll start with our winds and speed and direction. Definitely different, noticeably different. We're looking at calm wind for the most part, about 5-mile-per-hour winds right now out of the east in Naples, 6 on Marco Island. That'll be kind of the norm today. We'll see those wind speeds average between about 5 and 10 miles per hour come this afternoon, which is much better than those 20-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts we've had for the past couple of days. Now, this morning, winds are still coming out of the east, but we are going to see a little shift in the wind direction again by this afternoon, and onshore wind flow, so a little bit of a sea breeze developing, hopefully not impacting those firefighters a whole lot. What it will do is bring a little bit more moisture in the air, which does raise that relative humidity just a little bit, which is also great news. It's been very dry lately, not just in terms of rain chances, but also those dew points have been low, and that really helps dry everything out. So that's looking good as well. Dense smoke advisory. This is an important point as we start our Wednesday morning. Still in effect until 7 o'clock this morning in Collier County. This limits visibility. This means poor air quality. There's a good chance that this is extended past 7 o'clock, so I'll keep my eye on it. But as for right now, in effect until 7 a.m. Now, I do want to show you the visibility. So right now, Naples down to 2. I'm guessing that's the smoke more so than the fog, but we are seeing some fog develop in Charlotte County, Punta Gorda down to a ½ mile. So if you live in the northern communities, you're not getting out of it just because most of our focus this morning is in Collier. Still going to have a slow commute thanks to the dense fog developing. Satellite and radar is quiet though. We're not tracking any rain this morning, not tracking much in the way of weather worries for Lee County at least. It's more just the fog in Charlotte and of course the smoke in Collier. Glades and Hendry look pretty clear as we start our morning. Our predictor does bring in that sea breeze. It means a few spotty showers could develop as we head toward this evening. That'd be a great thing, although rain chances right now still only looking about 20%, but hey, I will take it. 20% is better than nothing, right? Temperatures are comfortably cool. Grab your light jacket before you head out the door, although I think it's a nice start to the morning in the 50s and 60s. We'll end the day in the low 80s, those clouds building as we head into this afternoon. Chris?
Well, Danny, we want to show you a live picture from one of our FDOT cameras on Alligator Alley. This is the fire. This is the reason why 75 is closed right now, and firefighters are hoping that the interstate that is between this fire and, the other side of the interstate. They're hoping the interstate will serve as kind of a barrier and block this fire from crossing the interstate. That's one of the big fears right now. So you've got a 25-mile section of 75 closed right now, but also Collier Boulevard between Golden Gate Parkway and Rattlesnake Hammock is closed. Also Davis Boulevard closed between Collier Boulevard and Santa Barbara Boulevard. It is going to be a struggle getting through this area in Collier County today. If you're heading to work, you might want to leave a little bit early because there are a lot of roadblocks and a lot of confusion, and there will be a lot of people trying to figure out exactly where they need to go. All right, we are continuing our extensive coverage of this wildfire in Collier County.
Yeah, we've got all angles, and one way to tell a story is to show photos and through video and things like that. And a lot of agencies across Southwest Florida are sharing their images firsthand on the front lines of this fire. Check out these pictures of Immokalee Fire posted on its Twitter page. One picture shows the fire on Lee Williams Road last night, and the other one is posted, shows a fire burning out a hollow tree. Almost kind of eerie when you look at that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, more than 100 firefighters are now working this fire, most of them enduring long hours and hazardous conditions. And needless to say, the community appreciates their hard work. We found a local catering company that came and set up food at the mobile command center last night, as well as a family who felt compelled to drop off food and water.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to, all these families have been displaced, but behind the scenes of all that happening are these men and women that are doing
Great work. Some of the crews have come from as far away as Sarasota, and it's not just the firefighters. The Collier County Sheriff's Office and Florida Highway Patrol also have crews working around the clock.
And it's so nice to see those helping hands and giving hearts stepping in at this time. We want to hear from you on this too. If you can do it safely, and only if you can do it safely, please feel free to send us any pictures or videos of what you're seeing out there. And of course, we're going to continue to monitor this wildfire on air and online at fox4now.com and on our Fox 4 Facebook page, where there's some Facebook Live videos going on right now. Okay, still to come. As we're talking about, we've got team coverage of the wildfire in Collier County.
We'll have crews on the scene telling us what they see. We're also monitoring several different parts of this story, from the fire to the effects on traffic, the road closures. Also, we're waiting to hear from Collier County schools. All of that coming up. You're watching Fox 4 Morning News.
Fox 4 traffic reports brought to you each morning by Associates and Bruce L. Scheider, attorneys for the injured.
Live your best life at Lely Resort with a dazzling selection of new and move-in ready homes, plus Naples' best lifestyle ready to enjoy. Experience all that is new at Lely Resort.
Your Fox 4 home expert, Tarraco's Cooling and Heating.
Hi, I'm Mark Tarraco. Ever wonder how you can save money on air conditioning? I'll explain how after this.
Mark Tarraco has been building lifelong customers by doing things the right way the first time for more than 30 years, specializing in making homes comfortable from Marco Island to Port Charlotte and anywhere in between, season after season. Tarraco's, the name you can trust.
Some things you can do to lower your air conditioning costs. Install a programmable thermostat. Setting your cooling system to 4 to 6 degrees warmer can cut up to 20% of your energy bill. Install tinting to your home's windows. Blocking the sun is the key to keeping your home cooler. Have your ductwork tested for leaks. If your home is older than 10 years old, you could be losing money. Consider replacing your existing air conditioning unit with a more efficient air conditioner.
If you need it done right, ask the experts at Tarraco's Cooling and Heating.
To-go anniversary sale going on now.
Hey y'all, what's a bigger surprise than learning you have a twin you've never met? Your name's JJ too? Whoa! Learning that with Direct Auto Insurance, you can get a low rate and a super low down payment regardless of your driving record. My driving record's not so good, neither's mine. But you can get covered right now for as little as $45 down. Don't wait, get covered now with a super low down payment. Now that's a pleasant surprise. That's what I was gonna say. No way. What? Yeah.
Siesta Pebble is dedicated to bringing your backyard dreams to life. Our reputation is founded on exceptional customer service, quality of work, and our lifetime warranty. Family owned and operated, serving our community for over 20 years as the Pebble Tech authorized installer.
With a new collection of residences and an amenity-rich lifestyle ready to enjoy, there's so much to love at Lely Resort. Experience our fully furnished models and a dazzling selection of new and move-in ready homes in this award-winning community.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's 5:45. I want to bring you up to speed on what we know about the Collier County wildfire in Naples. And here's what we know so far. Fire officials say it's now 6,000 acres in size and 30% contained. Investigators say the cause of the fire is still under investigation, but they're ruling out prescribed burns.
The fire is affecting people living along Beck Boulevard and Collier Boulevard, which is now closed from Davis Boulevard to Rattlesnake Hammock Road. Alligator Alley is also shut down between State Road 29 and Golden Gate Parkway. That's 25 miles. There are evacuation and orders in place for the communities you see on your screen, and a shelter is set up at the Golden Gate Community Center. This morning, we're waiting to hear from Collier County to see if any schools will be closed.
Lots of questions, I'm sure, for many people in Collier County this morning, especially. We want to get right on the ground in Naples right now to 4 in Your Corner's Malcolm Johnson, who's been monitoring this fire all night long. Malcolm, what's the update? What can you tell us?
Good morning, Chris and Miriam. As you all know, for more than 60 hours now, it has been emergency personnel from across the state, from different cities and counties that have been assisting in taking out these massive flames that have just expanded throughout the Picayune State Park. More than 120 firefighter crews have been coming to and working within the county to try and suppress these flames that we now know have been burning since 2 p.m. on Sunday. Can you believe that we've been working on this for so long, trying to extinguish the flames that have even bordered on residential neighborhoods, that have now destroyed 3 homes, 3 barns, and several vehicles as well? No personal injuries. That is the good news. We do know that much. But we have seen some people lose material items. Where we are right now, we are adjacent to Interstate 75 and just outside of the Collier County landfill. What we're seeing is just an orange glow here within the brush. You can see some of the embers and this glowing orange color that is within the brush here, but we haven't seen anything that's been too problematic, and luckily the smoke hasn't risen too much where we are this morning as to give us any concerns or any issues with breathing, as we had just yesterday when the fire was massive around the area of Collier Boulevard, which remains closed this morning. We're going to stay on top of conditions right here where we are outside of Interstate 75, which remains closed in between exit 80 and 105. We're live this morning in Collier County. I'm Malcolm Johnson, Fox 4 in your corner.
Okay, Malcolm, thank you very much. And the crews tell us that the fire is 30% contained. You've heard Malcolm say that too. So what does that really mean when we say that, right? And when officials bring out that kind of talk? Well, the Florida Forest Service says that the number is an estimate. Okay, in addition to spraying water on the fire, crews are using these bulldozers and equipment to dig trenches around the fire to stop it from spreading. So when they say 30% contained, it's literally meaning that they have trenches around 30% of the fire. Now, we are expecting an update to that number later on this morning.
And you can count on 4 in Your Corner to continue to monitor the Collier County wildfire. We'll be keeping you updated throughout the morning, on air, online at fox4now.com, and on our Fox 4 Facebook page.
Okay, and our area isn't even the only place seeing wild brush fires. 4 states in the Midwest are seeing deadly wildfires, and other states nearby are at risk today as well.
4 in Your Corner, Steve Rappaport is monitoring the situation there.
Wildfires raging in 4 states, killing at least 6 people and forcing thousands to evacuate. The fires ripping across hundreds of square miles in Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas, and Colorado. Dry conditions and powerful wind gusts helping fuel the flames.
Been crazy. This is one of the worst, probably the worst firestorm incident we've had in 10 years.
Oklahoma's governor declaring a state of emergency for 22 counties, 1 death being blamed on the wildfires there. Shifting winds are creating big problems for firefighters.
There's no safe way to fight fire in those conditions.
Several fires burning across the Texas Panhandle, at least 4 people killed in those blazes. Wildfires also threatening homes in northeastern Colorado near the Nebraska border. Residents there are on standby, ready to evacuate if necessary. Wildfires have burned about 625 square miles of land in Kansas and left one person dead. Over 10,000 people voluntarily leaving their homes in Reno County to escape the flames. Governor Sam Brownback declaring a state of emergency and asking for help from neighboring states.
We've got the Emergency Management Center up and operating to coordinate. We've asked for assistance out of Wyoming and South Dakota.
Forecasters say winds should ease on Wednesday, and that's good news for firefighters in the 4 states currently battling the flames. But they warn conditions are ripe for fires in other states, including Iowa, Missouri, and Nebraska. Steve Rappaport, Fox News.
And as we monitor the fire in Collier County, too, we just got word seconds ago that all schools will be open in Collier County. So we wanted to get that out to parents as soon as possible. Again, all schools are open in Collier today.
Let's turn to weather now, and obviously weather plays a big role on what this fire is going to do next.
Yeah.
We need some good news. Are we going to get it today?
The forecast is finally going to help a little bit. Not significantly, but it's a whole lot better than hurting the situation, kind of like where we've been for the past couple of days, just with those gusty winds. Here's a live look this morning from our Zoom Tan Sky Cam from the Best Western in North Fort Myers. But I do want to switch it over here real quick, if I can, to a time lapse that we have from La Playa in Naples. It just shows those smoke plumes yesterday. So we recorded this time lapse yesterday afternoon into the evening, and you can see just how much smoke is being spread out all across Collier County, and that will continue as long as the fire is burning. And that's why we have that dense smoke advisory this morning until 7 o'clock. If we can take a look here at our satellite and radar, I did back this up about 24 hours so that you could watch what's coming next, but it's not getting here yet. And you can also see the smoke plumes appearing really in our satellite here. You can see just how, let's wait for it. There, you can see just how widespread that smoke is with those gusty winds helping to fuel the fire, helping to fan the flames, helping to grow the fire. Really, it's just massive, massive smoke plumes that were even big enough to pop up on our radar. Now, this morning, we're not seeing it yet. It'll be interesting as the sun comes up to see if the radar picks up on the smoke again today. But right now, radar really quiet as you head out and about. Dense smoke advisory, I mentioned this already, goes until 7 o'clock this morning so far in Collier County. Now, let's break this down so you know what it means. Dense smoke advisory, 7 a.m. right now is when it expires, but I'm going to pay attention really closely to see if they extend this as we head into later this morning. It means that low visibility is, you can count on it, and we're talking a quarter mile or less in some spots, so it's just as dense as fog, except it's also meaning poor air quality. Those with respiratory issues, with asthma, you're going to be able to feel this a little bit more today. You can smell it, you can see it, you can taste the smoke as you're out and about in Collier County, so just be aware that there is that dense smoke advisory. Do want to show you visibility. I'm guessing this one in Naples here is due to the smoke, but in Punta Gorda we are looking at fog form because that's exactly what we need, right? More weather worries as you head out the door. So take it slow in Punta Gorda with that half mile of visibility. As we head throughout the day, expect a mix of clouds and sun. Sea breeze is going to start to develop. That will pop in a couple of these spotty showers. Still think coverage is going to be a little less than this. We're looking at about a 20% rain chance through the day, but that is better than nothing. And this is certainly good news. Wind speeds really calming down. Not going to see the gusty conditions today. Winds will stay between about 5 and 10 miles per hour. And although dew points are still relatively low, the relative humidity is high. So temperatures, dew points about the same this morning. That's why we're seeing the fog develop in Charlotte County. Relative humidity looks good. This is good news for firefighters. It does drop as the sun comes up and those temperatures warm up, but I think we'll stay above that 40% threshold this afternoon, which is right where we need to be in order for those conditions to not dry out too much and to help the firefighters rather than hurt them. Your planning forecast takes those temperatures to the low 80s today. We will see a few clouds building as we head toward this afternoon. Again, that 20% rain chance this evening. We'll see that repeat 20% rain chance tomorrow, and then we dry out as we close out the work week. How's traffic looking so far, Chris?
Not too bad, although we do have some problem spots we are looking out for. We want to show you a live picture right now from the Fox 4 Breaking News Tracker. We're on Santa Barbara Boulevard right now in Naples, and this is one of the areas that is seeing some road closures, especially near Davis and parts of Collier Boulevard as well. As you can see, when you look up at those street lights, there is a little bit of haze. That's from all the smoke in the area. Another big component of this fire is 75. It is closed for 25 miles on Alligator Alley, something you need to know before you head out.
Fox 4 Traffic Reports brought to you each morning by Associates and Bruce L. Scheider, attorneys for the injured.
This
This month at Rooms To Go, there's no time like the present.
For 60-month interest-free financing on every room.
Prepare to be amazed.
Jump for joy with no minimum purchase.
You'll fall head over heels in love.
With low interest-free monthly payments.
It's time to celebrate.
60-month interest-free financing until April 2022.
The Rooms To Go anniversary sale.
Hurry in for the most incredible offers all March long.
Fox 4 home expert Montgomery Winslow Roofing.
Hi, I'm John Woolston. There are a few things you need to look out for when hiring a roofing company. I'll fill you in after this message.
I'm a roofer by birth. I remain a roofer by choice. My father taught me the right way is the only way.
Montgomery Winslow Roofing has been the premier roofing company since 1949, everywhere between Port Charlotte and Marco Island. The Florida Roofer.
Before you hire a roofer, there are a couple of things you should watch for. Companies that require upfront deposits. Some companies actually require a 50% deposit before starting the job. Look for a company that won't ask for a single penny until the job is finished and you are 100% satisfied with the work. Beware of companies that promise to do the job fast. You just may be paying for shoddy work that could cost you more in the long run. Choose a company that is honest and realistic about timing, but will get the job done perfectly.
These tips brought to you by Montgomery Winslow Roofing, your roofing experts.
When I woke up in the hospital, I immediately was worried. The financial toll, the physical toll, and the emotional toll was just something I wasn't prepared for. Immediately, I knew I had found a friend in Bruce L. Shiner's office. I was constantly worried about what was going on, and they would constantly reassure me that this is going to be taken care of. You will be taken care of. And that's exactly what they did.
Call the mortgage experts at Capital Bank, a Fox 4 home expert.
All right, good morning, everybody. Right now, getting a live look as you wake up at 5:56. This is right at the Collier landfill at White Lake Boulevard as we continue to monitor the Picayune fire here. Our crew in that area has been monitoring the area since overnight. Fire officials tell us right now the fire is about 6,000 acres in size and 30% contained. Now, the cause of the fire, which is what everybody wants to know, is still under investigation, but the Florida Forest Service has already ruled out a prescribed fire. Now, of course, we're going to monitor the situation. We've got more updates, live updates from multiple crews and angles coming up in just a bit.
And first, we want to talk about weather and what effect it could have on that fire today.
It's going to be a little better out there. Humidity is up and wind speeds are down, so that's exactly what we need. But we still have that smoke advisory in Collier County until 7 o'clock this morning. Patchy fog right now in Charlotte County as well. Comfortable conditions as we head into this afternoon, highs in the low 80s with less breezy weather.
And let's stay in Collier County and talk about the traffic this morning. I-75, of course, closed for about 25 miles from Golden Gate Parkway to mile marker 80. Also some road closures on Collier Boulevard there, as well as Davis Boulevard.
Okay, lots of questions I know for people, from closures to what's going on for today and the status of that fire. In the 6 o'clock hour of Fox 4 Morning News, we're going to continue our team coverage and cover every angle of the Collier County wildfire.
Yeah, coming up, we'll let you know where crews are when it comes to getting the fire contained. The newest information we have right now, Collier County schools will be open this morning, so your kids will be going to school. We expect to get even more updates on this fire in just a bit. You're watching Fox 4 Morning News.